Bienvenidos a El Salvador.
So this morning we are off. We are leaving the hotel where we've been staying, La Mama Pan.
Casa de la Mama Pan.
Casa de la Mama Pan here in Ahuachapan. And we are heading to San Salvador today. We're getting the public bus back to San Salvador. And we're meeting up with Edwin and the guys there because this afternoon, I'm not sure how it happened, but this afternoon we've managed to get on a local TV station. So we are being interviewed, which should be interesting. That should definitely test Marianne's Spanish. And I say Marianne's because I don't speak much of Spanish apart from hola. And so yeah, so the first thing is we've got to go and try and find where the bus station is and see if we can find a tuk-tuk or a taxi or something to get us there.
And we'd just like to say thank you to all the lovely staff here at Casa de la Mama Pan. Everybody's been so welcoming and it's so well located here that it's just made our stay perfect. Thank you.
Adios! Okay, so the first thing we've got to do is go and try and find a tuk-tuk. And we're down by the square here. There's quite a few tuk-tuks passing by, so shouldn't be a problem. It's going to be a squeeze getting all our bags into the tuk-tuk. So that was super easy. Within seconds, a tuk-tuk stopped for us and we are on our way to the local bus terminal.
Yeah, and when I checked the price with the lady at the hostel, she said it would be about 50 cents each. And when I checked with the driver, I said there's two of us and all the bags, how much would it cost? And he said $1, which is exactly the price. She said 50 cents each.
There you go.
So if you're worried about anybody in El Salvador trying to rip you off or take advantage of you as a tourist, that has never happened here. The buses, everything, they charge you the same as the local. It's really lovely.
So after just a 5-minute tuk-tuk ride, we have arrived here at the main bus station here in Ahuachapan. And now we're going to go and find where to get a bus to San Salvador.
And I've got to say, I was just struggling to get my rucksack on, and 3 men from different directions came straight over to help. It's
Everyone's so nice here. Oh, the bus has arrived straight away. That's absolutely perfect timing. It's just $2.50 each. And they have different types of buses. It's best to get the special bus, which is the aircon bus. Lots more comfortable. So that was super easy. We are now on the bus. It's 10:23 a.m. so it probably leaves about 10:30.
Yeah, there is a local bus that is $1.50, but we actually have an appointment in San Salvador. So apparently this bus has less stops and it just gets
and it's
going.
quicker and it's aircon.
Aircon is our friend.
The chicken buses, which are the school buses, tend to be a lot slower. More experience, more adventure.
Yeah, we love the local
The chicken buses are really good fun, the local buses. But yeah, as Marianne says, today it's about getting there from A to B as quickly as we can. Is this the most comfortable bus we've been on?
It really is. It feels reclined before you even recline it. It's perfect.
Yeah, I think this is probably the most comfortable public bus that we've been on. Reclining seats, aircon, even got a little
Pockets.
pocket for your drink.
I love my pockets.
And it's very comfortable.
Very comfortable.
I think the bus ride is probably about 2 hours, so it's good that it's comfortable. Street vendor.
I need to share with you my experience of nuts in El Salvador. Look at the size of that nut. We bought some fresh cashew from one of the street vendors before we got on the bus, and these nuts are massive. That's a cashew nut. Look at the size of it, and they're so delicious. This whole bag,
And we've eaten a lot already.
and we've already eaten a lot, because it was about up to there, was about £3, which is crazy. You pay about £3 for about that many where we come from, and they are not. Look, just look, they are massive. Sorry to go on about the nuts, but the nuts are big.
So after a 2-hour bus ride, we have arrived back in San Salvador.
Woohoo!
See you then.
Hola, hola. Okay, good, my friend. You?
Yeah.
So we've met up with Edwin from S3-E69, and he's giving us a lift into town. So we've arrived back in San Salvador, and look who we have found. We found Stephanie. And Stephanie, if you haven't seen the video that we did with the walking tour with EC Tours in San Salvador, it was Stephanie that took us around, and it was Stephanie that gave us the best first impression of this wonderful country that we have grown to love, and we're just enjoying. So we're gonna hang out with the guys from EC Tours.
Yeah.
And we might even go and get a bit of lunch. And before, we got a TV interview this afternoon. That's his fault.
If you want to know what a real Salvadorian woman is like, it's this woman here. When we went on the walk around San Salvador for our very first visit, she's so hopeful, so proud, so just full of hope that we fell in love with this country. So thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you. A honor, a pleasure.
Such the best welcome ever to El Salvador.
Did you order a big salad?
I thought I'd try something healthy.
But look behind her.
But look behind, what's that?
Just a couple of slices of pizza.
We thought we'd have a healthy lunch because we haven't had any breakfast. And it's the guys from EC Tours' fault that we're eating so much pizza. So after far too much pizza with these guys, we are now heading to a hotel here in San Salvador, and Kathy is coming in, and
Yeah, these guys are the epitome of El Salvadorian hospitality.
oh, for sure. The TV interview this afternoon has been delayed until tomorrow, so we get a nice lazy afternoon.
And it's a women's program, so it's going to be all about me.
So we're leaving the hotel, and we should be being met by Edwin from EC Tours, because this afternoon we are being interviewed for a TV station here in El Salvador on our travels. So that's super cool. Look at the color of that sky. That is seriously gonna rain.
So we're down here at Mujer Express in the studios, and we are all mic'd up, and we are sat down in these very comfy chairs. There is the screen that's slightly off-putting seeing yourself, and Katty's over here and she's going to do some filming for us. and then our agent over here from S3-E69, who somehow managed to get us on the telly. Not quite sure how that happened. Not that I'm nervous at all and mumbling like a crazy woman. But yeah, so this is the setup. Everyone's been super fab, and
they're interviewing us in English.
Yes.
We think.
So if not, I've been doing extra moments in my Spanish lessons, so fingers crossed we'll be okay.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Bienvenidos.
Oh, muchas gracias.
Bienvenido,
Nice to
gusto.
meet you.
Gabriela, mucho gusto.
Sí. ¿Es posible hablar un poquito?
O Spanish.
Sí, in Spanish.
Spanish.
Spanish. Spanish is amazing.
I love it. I practice it every day.
Oh, I've got Duolingo. I've got Duolingo on my phone and I did 20 minutes.
Duolingo is the best.
Yeah.
Duolingo.
Last night I did 20 minutes because I'm on the show.
So I'm very motivated to
Oh yeah.
Sorry, okay.
Good English.
So we're gonna have a total of 12 minutes.
Okay.
It's gonna be 2 different block sets of 6 minutes each.
Okay.
Okay, great. Let's do it. Marianne and Chris Fisher.
Yeah.
Spread the globe is Marianne y Chris Fisher. Le vamos a dar la bienvenida. Marianne, Chris, welcome to our show. Welcome to Mujer Express.
Gracias.
It's a pleasure to have you here. It's a very different kind of guest, and I love it. I love it, and well, we want to get started knowing about you.
We had the perfect lifestyle. We had the good jobs, we have 3 children that have left home, and life was really good for us. But then we had a couple of life-changing events. A couple of my friends passed away, and Marianne's best friend actually got really sick, so she donated her a kidney. And it made us relook at our priorities in life. And so we always wanted to travel, so we quit the job, we sold everything in our house, we've rented the house out, and now we're attempting to visit every country in the world.
We get on so well, and we decided that what better way to enjoy our life as a married couple than to actually visit these different cultures, these beautiful places, and just be able to share it with our friends and family with our YouTube channel. In fact, it was our children who suggested that we start a YouTube channel.
Wow. I'm blown away, and I'm really happy that you guys are here, like telling all of our beautiful audience about this.
And we toured Ireland, we toured Europe, and then we've been in Central America since January, so we've been here 5 months.
Backpacking.
Backpacking.
That's why we
That's why we look like this.
Comfortable. Yours look so much more comfortable than right now.
We've just been so lucky to have such a wonderful experience. We've been welcomed by so many people, and we are so happy to be in El Salvador. We came on a walking tour just because we decided we were not going to have any belief in any negative social media posts or any kind of negative media content about any of the Central American countries. And we came here, met up with some guys from S3-E69. They took us on a view of the downtown San Salvador, and that video actually had over 21,000 views, and I cannot tell you how many comments we've had. All of these comments positive, so proud, and that's one of our things that we appreciate the most from Salvadorian people is how proud they are, how hopeful they are. We had a beautiful experience kayaking in Suchitoto and on Suchitan, and it was the most beautiful, peaceful. The lake was like glass, all the wildlife, it was just beautiful. That's my moment.
It's your moment.
The people, for me, it's the people. The people have made El Salvador something very special. Really very special.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for telling every Salvadorian about the treasure that we actually have here and reminding us to really enjoy it every day, enjoy life. So thank you very much, and I wish you all the best in this journey.
Thank you, and thank you to all of El Salvador for having us.
What was that? Something on the road?
No, the guy had a lorry, and hanging out the back of the lorry, there was about a 20-foot pipe.
It's raining, Central American style. You don't want to get caught in that. When it rains, it really rains.
Is this getting me ready for a camera in my face?
Oh.